Yes, I know. This is another YouTube channel talking about the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. I get it. I know. But I'm very excited. I want to talk about it. I hope you are too. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to break down this trailer frame by frame, talk about all the details that I caught. And before we begin, if you've been living under a rock, and when I say that, I mean literally living under a rock, the trailer dropped early. It was supposed to drop on Tuesday, December 5th. It dropped on Monday instead, one day early because somebody leaked the trailer and then Rockstar said, screw it, come watch it from the official source. So this is when I am recording and doing this breakdown on Monday right after seeing this trailer. Basically, the people working on the game, out of respect for them, I'm putting this video out on Tuesday, the time I was planning on putting this video out. So happy Tuesday, this is the trailer day. Let's just act like the trailer just came out and let's break this down. So we start off, first shot of the trailer. It is a beautiful, beautiful look at Vice City. Look at that sunset, look at the birds, look at the cars, look at the traffic, look at the highway, look at the plane in the sky, look at the clouds, look at everything. Look at the water, dude. Look at the water. Even from here, it looks like real water. And then here we have our main protagonist, Lucia, here in prison. She's looking out at the other inmate. She gets called and then she turns around and you see her face and it's like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. The comparison from this and GTA 5 is incredible. And then we see another character model. This one also looks great. Her name is Stephanie. You could see the name there on her desk. Probably some sort of counselor here for Lucia. Maybe, you know, talking about possible parole or something of that nature later down the line. And here we see more of the water. And look at this. This looks like a real picture of real life. That's insane. Look at this. Look at the water. I'm really hoping this isn't just, you know, for the trailer and they're doing cutscenes and stuff. I hope this is in-game, in the engine. This is how the water works inside the game as you're playing it. And then this is going to be the iconic shot. The pan up from the water onto the city skyline of Vice City. And look at the beach. I know this is going without saying, but especially here in Grand Theft Auto 6, the beach is going to be the hub. That's what I'm hoping for. I bet there's going to be a ton of those random events we've heard about with the NPCs and pedestrians. I bet there's going to be a ton of events happening just right here on the shoreline. I hope so. I hope we could just walk on the beach here and then just as we're walking, like 2, 3, 4 things just pop up. Some craziness ensues. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping every time I boot this game up, I'm just like, let's just go to the beach and then we could just go crazy in multiple ways. I didn't mean for that to sound the way it did, but we could go crazy in multiple ways, or we could witness something crazy in multiple ways. And then we have some high-rise buildings here. Maybe we got some apartments, maybe one of these is a hotel. We're not sure, but look at the detail on all these buildings. Hopefully the rumors are true and about 70% of the buildings in this game are integral. If that's the case, this area is very interesting. I am intrigued. And now we're looking at some wildlife. And here we see another shot of the beach, this time in first person view kinda. And there's multiple things to point out here. So I'm gonna go from left to right. So first, we got this dude over here putting some sunscreen on this woman. I'm not going to assume it's the girlfriend. You know, it could be the sister. Hey, yo, it's Florida. So putting some sunscreen on her. Also, by them, we got some Soul Sisters umbrellas. So Soul Sisters, that doesn't really ring a bell, but also my lore on like Grand Theft Auto 5 isn't that deep. So like maybe Soul Sisters is a brand already, or this could be a new brand. And then here, dead center of the frame, we got these two people jogging. They're looking muscular. They got hats on. They're looking great. These look like real people, and they're out here jogging with their chihuahua. They got their little chihuahua, dude. I wonder if the dogs could go into the water, or animals could just, like, you know, if they want to, they can just hop in the water. That'd be really cool. And then over here we got some people hanging out. Probably got some NPC conversations. You know, what do you think about the weather? Oh, the weather is like this usually. Over towards the right, we got some jet skis left unattended. We could steal these jet skis, I'm pretty sure. And you damn right, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna steal some jet skis. And then you see over here, some guy laying down on the sand with his phone, recording or taking a picture. They're over here. They're taking some thirst traps. It's Miami. Oh, hell. Well, it's Vice City. Oh, hell yeah. And then also, I want to point this out. This is going to be a reoccurring thing. You see in the sky here, we got some helicopters. We got a plane. Take note of that. Take note of that as we move on and get another look. Here at the ocean, we got some boats. You also see a plane. They are making it seem, and I hope this is, again, in-game, in-engine, and not just for the trailer. They're making it seem like things are constantly happening. Like this feels like a real city that is happening, that exists. There's planes going all around. There's helicopters above the beach. There's boats going around. It truly feels alive, and that's insane. Now we have Jason and Lucia in a car. Lucia is out here having a good time on top of the car, and you see the car in front of him. There's a guy recording her, and this is going to be a big thing later in the trailer if you haven't seen this trailer, which I assume you have, so you know what I'm talking about. Social media is going to be a big thing. Now, the thing is, do they know that they're being recorded, or is this guy part of the thing? Is she doing this because she knows she's recorded? And you also see this cool neon lidded building in the background. It's a pretty big building. I would assume it's, it's sports arena, some kind of basketball arena. I would assume that's what it looks like. Next up, we got possibly like a car meet happening. We got a bunch of people hanging out. What's very interesting to me is that, as you can see, there's a motorbike that is parked right next to some pedestrians and a car. My question is, can the NPCs have like dynamic driving and parking skills? Or is this just, just a set location where, maybe this is a cutscene and then they just put that motorcycle there? Or can like the NPCs literally park like that right next to other stuff? That's what I'm interested about. And you also see above another helicopter. Things are always happening here in these scenes. It's incredible. And now we're in a club. It's Make It Rain Mondays. Another question, because I doubt this banner will be here all the time, right? It's not always going to be Monday, right? So maybe what we're looking at is implying that this business, and possibly more, you would think, do different things at different times. So, you only come here once a week for Make It Rain Mondays. Tuesdays, it could be a completely different thing. I think that's what this is implying, and that is very exciting. There's the hope that there's several different things you could do in the city, and then those things also change and have variations to them. Man, this is getting exciting. There's so many things you could possibly do. So many possibilities. And now we're here possibly looking at the gang scene, or maybe some rappers, or maybe just some dude just hanging out. I would assume, I said gang first, because I assume since they're including multiple people right here, I'm assuming they're just giving us like, here's a little look at the gang life here in Vice City. That's what I assume. And then we have another beautiful set of lighting and a view of the city. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. This is what I'm caught up on. You see at the bottom here, you see a toll booth going in and out. My thing is, what if what we're looking at is Vice City of what we've seen so far? Vice City is like behind the view of the camera, like it's behind the camera. And right now what we're looking at is instead we're getting a look at the additional cities and stuff that we've heard about. Because we hear that even in they put out a press release with this trailer right here where it says, welcome to the state of Leonida. I think that's how you pronounce it. Leonida. Where it's Vice City and beyond. So they've already confirmed that there's more than just Vice City, the main city. What if what we're looking at are the other things, or the other cities? That's what I'm thinking. But that's purely, of course, this is all speculation, but with the toll booth going in and out. That's what I think. And then right now, I'm not seeing the beach anywhere that we just saw. I think we could be looking at the other cities right now. And here we got the shot of the Vice City Strip looking look, Look, look at how busy this is. The density here is crazy. Look at everybody on the sidewalk. Look at all these cars. Look at the people in the street. Look at the people across the street. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of density. It does feel like a strip. And then across the street, you could see the boardwalk. You could see Hotel Dixon, which it sounds very familiar. It's a franchise. I believe that's in Grand Theft Auto 5 as well. Hopefully, Hotel Dixon is also one of those enterable buildings. As you can see on the sidewalk, we got somebody sitting down talking to people. And what's more interesting, look at what's on his shoulder. It looks like an iguana. It looks like an iguana on his shoulder. Can I steal that? Can I steal it from him? What's he gonna do, fight me? And here we get a look at a dance club. I don't believe this is the strip club we saw from earlier. I think this is a completely different club. And here we get a look at the keys. We don't have an official name yet. It's rumored that they're going to be called the Gator keys. They could also just call it the Vice City keys or the Vice keys, the Leonardo keys. But yeah, this is based on a real location. Well, the whole city is based on a real thing. But you know, specifically this is like shot for shot recreation of the Florida Keys. And you see these ships going back and forth. You got a cargo ship actually moving on its own. It's not just stationary. You have a plane in the sky. Things are constantly happening in this city, dude. It is crazy. And here we have Lucia here. I believe this is Lucia. It looks a lot like Lucia. It matches Lucia for sure. It got the earrings that Lucia has as well. This is Lucia. I can tell you right now, this is the thumbnail girl. This is the new generation thumbnail girl. Lucia is out here stealing hearts. Oh, hell yeah. I expect to see a lot of this picture exactly for like the next year, because this character model is insane. It almost looks photorealistic. And look at the background. Look behind Lucia. I know you don't want to look at anything else, but look behind Lucia. You have another helicopter. Things are constantly happening in the city. And they're hanging out near the top of the building, possibly one of the buildings we saw earlier here in the trailer. If the buildings can be entered at any time, it's possible you can crash some parties and possibly throw some people over the balcony. I don't know, man. I don't know. Things could get crazy. Things are going to get crazy here in Vice City. And speaking of Vice City, beautiful Vice City sign we got here. Possibly going on my thumbnail as well. I'm going to put that. I'm going to put Lucia right there that we just saw. That's going to be the thumbnail. I'm calling it now. Now we get into the I don't want to say the interesting part because it's all interesting, but this is the interesting angle it looks like they're going to be taking with this game, where social media and influencers are going to be like a huge factor. This first one, as you can see on a social media platform, Dad Bod Squad. Yes, Dad Bod Squad. Posting a video, looks like there's a sugar daddy that looks a lot like Jeff Bezos. Tell me that isn't Jeff Bezos. It looks like they may be on a yacht. That might be their version of Jeff Bezos that's an influencer, because he's an older dude, looks a lot like him, and he's just surrounded by younger women. And also you can see up top, there's another plane. Next up, we got Official Poach posting a warning about alligators in pools. Brother, it is possible you could be driving around and hit an alligator. That is possible here. That's crazy. It is possible that you jump in somebody's backyard to go for a little swim in their pool, and then you have to fight an alligator. And then we have a Vice Day posting a video of a girl twerking on a car, going crazy. And my question is, can these social media videos happen in the world of the game as we play it? Like, is it possible for us to have been driving next to these cars while they are recording this, and then later on we check our phones and see this video? Is that possible? Or is that too much? Am I asking too much? If this is the case, if this is all happening in the world and then being uploaded later, this is some game-changing stuff. Like literally game-changing stuff. And then we see some cars drifting in the middle of the street during another car meet. It looks like it's in front of a maybe a grocery store, maybe just a liquor store. Then we have a live stream of two women dancing. These character models also look great, and the lighting looks fantastic. Then we got some security footage of an alligator entering a liquor store. Seems to me that may not just be a video, that might be like some sort of mission. Maybe we got to interact with the alligator. But also, right here in the store, there's a lottery machine. You would think we could enter the lottery. I wonder how they're going to play that. What are the odds on us, the player, winning the lottery? And also, if an NPC wins the lottery, is that going to like come into play later on? Like, are we going to check the social media feed after the lottery and then somebody says, I just won this lottery, I'm going to jump in the pool. And then they get eaten by an alligator, you know? And then we got some body cam footage of police chasing a criminal inside of a house, kicking down the door. We got Planet Leonida Man posting a video of a cop chasing a damn near naked man by a gas station. And then if the press release hadn't come out at the same time of the trailer, this would also be confirmation that Leonida is the name of the state the Vice City is in. And then General Custard Cannon is showcasing some road rage on the highway. Now point your attention over to the signs on this highway. We got directions to the Vice City International Airport, Kelly County, the Vice Beaches, and the Keys that we saw earlier. This is looking like this game is going to be huge. And speaking of huge, Yo Mama's Jammer posts a video of a guy hopping onto his truck's door while in motion, with the caption indicating that he died while doing this. So I guess failed clout chasers are also confirmed. So all these social media videos aren't just going to be, you know, random, hey, here's a quick look at what's happening. Like, there's going to be like ramifications of what they're doing. People are going to fail at trying to chase that clout, possibly run themselves over with their truck. We got another Florida man watering his grass in a thong. In a thong. I think you see in the background, he has an above ground pool in the backyard. So we got multiple different pool areas. We got multiple different settings of pools here in this game. And then we got Thrill Billy Mud Club posting a video showcasing some more character models with some foggy weather behind them. That also looks great. The lighting looks great. You got some off-road vehicles in the background. You got some people mud wrestling in the background. Now this one is wild. Lucha Libre fan posts a video of a Karen with 2 hammers in her hand. And with the lighting, look at her. She looks real. This looks real. I can't get over how it literally looks real. Not just photorealistic, it looks real. And then we get another look at Lucia and our first look at Jason. Now we believe the name is Jason based off of the leaks. They didn't say his name here in the trailer, so it could be a different name. But for now, we're going to call him Jason, all right? So we got our first look at Jason here. We got another look at Lucia, who looks incredible. Her character model is incredible. And then we got some confirmation that Weasel News is returning to the GTA franchise, reporting on the cops arresting a man who flipped his car after Pee-wee's Dine and Dash. So it looks like some guy tried to steal from a diner, get in his car and leave, and then they were following up the highway, and then he just crashed and then flipped his car over. I wonder if we could see these events take place in the game. I keep mentioning it, but like, it seems like a lot's happening and the social media is like a big part of everything that's going on. I wonder if we could see these events unfold as they happen. Or even if we can't literally see like the cop chase here, I wonder if we're on the highway and we could just pass the aftermath. And then we're like, damn, what was that? And then like later on the social media feed, we see this Weasel News report. I'm very curious about how all this works. Then we get a look at a motorcycle gang terrorizing an entire intersection here. Again, can we see this in the game? Can we see this unfolding? I'm very curious. That's like my number one question coming out of this trailer. All these NPC events, are they going to happen in the game? Then we gotta look at another, I'm assuming these are kind of like YouTube channels. We got, Hillbilly Mud Club. We got High Rollers Lifestyle. I assume these are like YouTube channels. But this guy is here in the street, possibly at a car meet. Probably looking at some of the cars, looking maybe there's a race going on or whatever. This character model also looks great. And then we see Lucia and Jason covering their faces, walking through an aisle in a store, and just look at the shelves. Look at the details on these bottles. Is this going to be every store in the game that is highly detailed like this? I would have to assume it is. Then we got Jason and Lucia drifting on the street in front of 2 stores, and this one is pretty funny. On the left-hand side, we got a shop. It's called Pawn and Gun, and then right next to it, literally right next to it, we have the other store, which is Gun and Pawn Shop. So that's pretty funny. I wonder, if these are enterable businesses, which I would have to assume they are. I wonder how they're going to play this little joke. Is it like, I would bet it's just, the interiors are a little bit different, but I assume it's literally the exact same things you could buy. I bet that's what it is. I bet that's what the joke is. They're just basically carbon copies of each other. They're just right next to each other. I think that's what they're going for. I think that's hilarious. And then we have Jason and Lucia in bed together. It's framed as though Lucia is like the mastermind behind things. She's got the dialogue. She's literally on top of him, telling her what they need to do to be successful. They need to be a team and stuff. They need to trust each other. I'll get to that in a bit. But before that, we get this legendary sequence where the final shot of the trailer, Lucia kicks the door of the store they're about to rob, and then they hold their guns up as the song kicks back in. Then we go to the beautiful GTA 6 logo, all in one go. It's a great sequence. You know what? I'm just going to play it here, right here. Hopefully I don't get claimed, because this sequence is just so awesome. Chills. I get chills when I watch it. It's so awesome. Trust. So that's GTA 6 coming in 2025, which, everybody's talked about, but it's fiscal year 2024 to 2025, which means that ideally, even though they're advertising it for 2025, it's going to be early 2025, like before April of 2025. So really, when we think about it, it's only like a little over a year away, which, is putting my mind at ease. It's not like a year and a half. It's a little over a year. I could deal with that. So that's the trailer. That's our breakdown. We know some stuff. There's probably other YouTube channels that noticed a lot more. This is my first time doing something like this. Hopefully it's not awful. Hopefully you had some fun hanging out with me, pointing out the details. This looks so good. The NPCs, the lighting, the city, the character models, the constant events happening in the world, both on social media and then just them happening on the streets. The possibilities here are endless. The variations of businesses and doing special events. Man, Rockstar is out here cooking. They're cooking a whole meal. I don't even think we're ready. By the time this game comes out and they're polishing it, we might not be ready. But I'm so ready to not be ready. And I think that is a beautiful sentence to say. That's how we're going to end the video. Thank you for watching. Leave a like if you want to see some more GTA 6 content here on this channel. Subscribe. Do all that. It's YouTube. You know what to do. We stream over on Twitch. Click the link down below. Follow us on Twitch. We have a good time over there. We might even start up playing GTA 5 just because I'm feeling it like a Grand Theft Auto mood. But I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Hope you are too. So thanks for watching. And you got to remember, if we're going to get through this, we need to work together. We got to be a team. Trust,